What happens when a democracy turns its soldiers inward, not to defend, but to discipline its own people? History reminds us this wasn't the first time. In 2020, the streets of America erupted after the killing of George Floyd. The National Guard was called to maintain law and order after nationwide protests. For decades, the National Guard had been a symbol of protection. They showed up during hurricanes, floods, and wildfires. They rescued citizens, not restrained them. But when President Trump deployed them into major cities like Washington, D.C. and Chicago, many Americans saw it as a dangerous shift. Because this time, the mission wasn't to save lives. It was to control civil dissent and unrest. Trump wanted to project strength, a leader tough on crime and chaos. And that's why he deployed them, to show America he was still in control amid a paralyzing government shutdown.
In addition, deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly.
And suddenly, peaceful demonstrators found themselves facing troops in camouflage, armored vehicles, and tear gas canisters. To many, that didn't look like protecting America. It looked like militarizing it. Critics warned that using the Guard this way blurred the line between democracy and dictatorship. In a democracy, the military stays out of politics. But many say that soldiers were being used to silence dissent, not defend the people's right. Even governors from both parties resisted Trump's push, saying it would only escalate tensions. The sight of soldiers on city streets didn't calm Americans. It divided them. Poll data backed that up. Nearly 6 in 10 Americans said the National Guard should never be used against its own citizens. And those numbers told a deeper story, one of fading trust in power. Because in the world's oldest democracy, power is meant to be restrained by consent, not enforced by force. And perhaps the biggest casualty wasn't public order. It was public trust. For the first time in decades, Americans began questioning whether their troops were being used to protect democracy or to police it. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments. And was Trump right?